And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just before we come back again, we got ourselves another matchup coming up. It is going to be the Georgia Force. The division rival Force are sitting at 1-6 as the Slash are 4-1. So we're definitely going to see how things turn out here in this one. As the Georgia Force, ever since winning their opener, have been on a losing streak like nothing else, only averaging 32.8 points a game. Their total offense is ranked 13th in the league, while ours is ranked 19th, so worst offense total in the league. While our rush game has actually improved quite a bit, the Force rush game is the worst, as the pass offense has not really been the best at all for any sort of game there, but last week we did take a bit off from our rush game. Our total defense, however, top 4 in every category, 1 in total defense, pass defense, and turnover difference, while the Force have the worst turnover ratio and the worst defense. When it comes down to total defense, the rushing is the lowest, so we might have another game where we end up having some good rushing totals in this one. We will take a look at the standings and then look around at some of the other stuff, as the Dragons barely lead us by half a game, as the Dragons are leading the National Conference there. Wranglers and Predators are right behind us there, 5-2 and 4-3 respectively. The American Conference led by the SaberCats as they lead the Russian Gladiators by a game there. So they'll be looking to try and see if they can hang up there. Slash are ahead of the Wranglers right now. Wranglers are 5-2, Slash 4-1. So we've got the edge thanks to having only the one loss. The Force are on the bottom of the National Southern Division, so we should be able to walk away with the victory here, as we will take a look now at the stats. Actually, we'll look and see how stats are around the league in this season so far. Dan Russell's second in rating with 107.7, while Mark Grebe of the SaberCats a 123.9 rating. Most yards in the league, though, Adrian McPherson with 1,852, right behind him, Sonny Cumbie of the Avengers. Most touchdowns in the league, Hamilton and McPherson tied at 39. Most interceptions, though, is Henry Bennett, and that's mainly thanks to the 6 that he put up on us. But Mark Grebe is the least with 1 interception. Best completion percentage, Tony Graziani, who is out with an injury, and Mark Grebe, no surprise there, with Cumbie right behind him. Least most sacks there, Clint Storner of the Cats has got 1 sack against him, while Henry Bennett ended up getting a sack a bunch of times in our game, and so he shot up to 12. As the rushing, it is Charles Stackhouse of the Gladiators, 148 yards so far, while DeJuan Moss actually broke 100 yards thanks to our last game. He's got 7 touchdowns, which is second there, tied with Pettijohn, right behind Chris Avery with 9 touchdowns. Most fumbles so far in the league, though, has gone to Joe Butler and Dan Russell, who are tied with 4, so definitely not good there. Receiving totals, most reception, Marcus Nash with 63 for the Desperados. Most yards, though, Damian Rutledge by far, 753 yards on the year, while Jimmy Frizzell has got 19 touchdowns. Lee in second with 15, Scipio and Chiaverini behind him 14-13, as a number of guys got 13. As for blocking, Juan Porter, the biggest man to get by, he's got 19 pancakes on the year. Most tackles goes to Derek Lee of the Gladiators, while the most sacks, Thomas Vione tied for number 1 with Larry Lowe with 5 sacks. Frank Carter with 4 sacks, and then Terrence Eaton, Harold Van Diver, Umar Hamad, and a number of other guys are all tied with 3 sacks on the season. Most interceptions so far, in the year thanks to Joseph Burns' 3-interception game a while back. He's got 6 on the year. Dennis Robinson, who's out with an injury, has got 5, though. Justin Skaggs and Onomatopoeia are tied behind him with 4 on that one. So, best kicker in the league, statistic-wise, field goal percentage is Mackenzie Homebreaker, 15 for 19 at 78%. And the longest kick goes to Peter Martinez, while Homebreaker right behind him with 55, as they both hit those field goals in the same game. Gary Krall, with a couple of extra points, has got the perfect XP percentage, while Lowe and Homebreaker are tied for 96 on extra points in that one. So we will get to the rosters now. We'll see who we're facing on the Force. As the Force are definitely a force to reckon with. Chris Greason is going to be their quarterback in this one, as he will be trying to target Troy Bergeron, and then Chris Jackson, who is out for the season, will not see action. Obviously, Willie Gray is going to be defensive specialist, and then Hammond Mulligan will be back there if need be. Bobby Setzer on the left-hand side with Marcus Keys and Mike Sutton backing him up. Jermaine Smith will be on the other side with Ernest Allen, the 13-year vet. Adam Metz is out for a few weeks, so that's going to definitely hurt the line, as John Nix will be wedged in the middle if he is needed. Charlie Carpenter is going to be the main runner in this one, as he plays fullback linebacker. Jason Ferguson will back him up. Marcus Jacobs is going to be the wide receiver linebacker, while Jim Foster is going to be out of action today. Wide receiver D-back is going to be Johnny George, the rookie. And then Nick Ward is going to be in there, as he is going to be looking to stop the offense of the Slash. And then Keith Gispert and Mark Lewis are going to be the guys that will be kicking. Most likely going to see Lewis in action today on this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for another matchup. It's Week 8. Hard to see that I had Week 6 just last time, and then Week 4 previously, so a lot of bye weeks in this one. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to it here, as we will go to Georgia to face the Force, as this will be a big game. A lot of injuries for the Force, so hopefully that won't be able to stop them to have a good competitive matchup, but we shall see. Slash take on the Force next. So we're at the Phillips Arena here in Atlanta, Georgia, as the Georgia Force will be hosting the Slash in this one, as you see the Slash now making their way out there. There's going to be a big matchup here in this one, as number 49, DeJuan Moss, just walked by. We'll be definitely trying to utilize him, especially with this lackluster defense that the Force seem to have. So we'll try and see if we can open some things up in the run game later on. But we will not neglect the pass, as Rutledge is going to be our main guy in this one. Cornelius Bonner, Joseph Burns, Onomatopoeia, Bernard Bailey will be guys that will be looking at the target in this one. We will call tails in this one, and it's going to be heads, obviously. So the Force will choose our destiny. And they're going to kick, they're going to take the ball first. So here we go. Week 8 matchup here. The Georgia Force hosting the Cincinnati Slash. Slash will kick off. The tale of two different teams here, as Cincinnati on top, Georgia on bottom. So Georgia can try and right the ship here, as that kick will definitely not be righted. It'll go out of bounds. Thankfully, it's a touchback and not an illegal procedure. So, here we go. First down. So, here we go. George to the right. Bergeron off the line. Jacobs to the left. As Bergeron takes off, and Greason back to pass. Looking. Throws to the left, and he got Jacobs for a good gain, about 8 there. That's going to be second down now. So first pass, a completion there for Greason. Let's see if he can do it again here. George in there, Jacobs and Bergeron. as Bergeron takes off. Here we go. And that's going to be a swatted pass right back in Greason's face. And then Vion gets caught for roughing the passer. Good night. Vion is hot right now. Good night. I think Thomas Vion is going to be the most flagged individual in the AFL this season. As Bergeron, George, and Jacobs out there. See what Greasy can do here on this one. First down. And there's going to be a throw short to the left, but incomplete as Joseph Burge tried for it. Second down. So Carpenter back there behind his quarterback. We'll see if they'll possibly give it to him at some point today, as that is going to be a big hit. Harold Vandiver with another sack on the year as he blows up the tight end and then gets a huge one. Greason couldn't get out of the way of that one as Harold Vandiver busted straight through the line and took out his guys. Smith was the man that was trying to stop him and could not do it. As Bergeron takes off there, it's going to be a short throw, and George will get maybe a yard there. That's going to make it 4th and long. And Georgia's got to see what they can do here. And they will go for the kick. Mark Lewis is going to be back to kick this one. We'll see if he's got enough to get it. It'll be about a 40-yarder. This will be up and off the net. So Joseph Burns will get a return there, but can't quite get past everybody. So down to 3. Here we go. First down now. Let's see if we can open some things up here. We'll definitely have to get rid of the ball pretty quickly, though. Bonner, Onomatopoeia, and Rutledge out there. And back to pass here on that one. Rutledge has got a step, and he's going to have that one down at the 20-yard line. First down, as they'll mark it at the 19. So Damian Rutledge gets the first pass. As you see the career numbers for Russell, almost 10,000 yards in his career and passing. DeJuan Moss will get the handoff there. He'll get a yard. That's about it. As the linebacker made a good tackle. Well, second down now. Bonner on the inside. Montpellier and Rutledge. Rutledge is off the line, so we're going to pitch that one out. Moss will maybe get back to the line that time. Nothing doing. See what I can do this time. I'll be able to get somebody open here. Going to go Rutledge, but he'll have to throw that one as he gets hit. That's incomplete. So no good on that one. So that will have to bring up 4th down. Mackenzie Homebreaker will move on to kick this one. This one will be a 31-yarder. As Homebreaker will kick a straight one, that'll go up, in, and good. So the Slash can't cross the plane first, but they do score. 3-0 now Slash as Homebreaker hits a 32-yarder. 5 plays, 30 yards. As the 30 yards, all thanks to Russell and Rutledge. As that'll be a pretty bad kick there, and that'll fly out of bounds. That'll be a legal procedure. So they're not going to give me a touchback on that one. So here we go. First down now. Low-scored contest at the moment. Bergeron, George, and Jacobs all to the left as George goes in motion. And that's going to be back to pass. He'll throw that to George. George wide open. And then it's going to be a first down. Huge first down there. See what Gruson decides to dial up this time. I'm going to toss that one. That one is going to be just shy of the goal line. but he crossed the marker. That's a first down. So going to be at the 1 yard line, at the goal line even. That was a good run by Carpenter, able to find all the blocking he needed there. And quarterback sneak, Greason's in there, touchdown, and Georgia will take the lead. So a minute and a half left in the half here. As that is going to be up in and good. Georgia takes the lead now, 7-3. As the Slash have got a little bit of work to do now, as they'll get the ball back. 1 yard run by Greason. They go 3 plays, 30 yards, and get the score. As this one will bank off the net here. Burns will get the return there, and he'll pass the 5. Not much else. So ball's going to be on the 8 yard line here. Joseph Burns is actually out there. Actually, no, we'll keep that route. So we're going to back the pass here on this one. Burns is open there, but can't quite get it. That just out of reach. Incomplete there. Trying to hit Burns on that one, but just couldn't get him. We'll switch things up here. Back to pass on that one. Oh, go try and launch that one. Russell hit as he throws it. Carpenter playing linebacker. He's got it. That's an interception. So that was definitely not what was intended there. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 14 yard line. Now the Slash have got to do something here. Back to pass. That's going to be a good throw and a good catch. Bernard Bailey was beat. That's a touchdown. And the Forcer trying to get a lead here. It's a 10-point lead now with the extra point pending. As Lewis will line up to kick this one. And that is going to be up in and good. 14-3 the score now, as the Force are doing what they can to get things done. Greason with a 14-yard pass to George, and he finds his man for a score, as that kick will be another one to the left. Burns will get a return here. Burns will get out toward the 14-yard line, first down. So that is going to be the end of the first quarter here. Won't be able to hike it. So that's going to be it. Georgia Force leading the Slash here 14-3 after 1 quarter. The Slash got to see if they can get something going in this quarter. Onomatopoeia, Rutledge, and Bonner out there. Russell has been harassed all day, so he's got to try and find a way to stay out of the harassment zone, as Rutledge will get that one, and then he drops it. And now George talking some trash to Rutledge, as he had that one, and then he lost it as soon as he slammed against the boards. So 2nd down now. See if we can get something this time. Bonner, Onomatopoeia, Rutledge still out there. Back to pass here. They'll throw that to Rutledge. He's got it, and that's inside the 10. 1st and goal. They'll mark it at the 9. So now we got to try and get something offensively here. Alright, we're going to try and switch a few things up here to see if we can get something out of this. Man in motion. Onomatopoeia is going to take it. He's going to get a step there. That's going to be a short gain there as he's slammed against the boards. Did not like the play that I picked. I was on the wrong direction on the toss play. You see, the passing yards have been there, but the scoring has not been for the Slash. As that'll be a handoff to Moss. He'll get a yard there. That's about it. So 3rd down. So 3rd and goal here. Bonner, Rutledge, Onomatopoeia out there. Back to pass there. Oh, he's got to throw that one quickly, and that one's incomplete. As now we're going to have to kick another field goal. They want us to go for it, but I don't think that's going to be the best option here. As if our defense plays good enough, we could get a turnover. As Homebreaker will kick this one. That'll go between the sticks, up in and good. So that'll make it 14-6, an 8-point lead now for the Force. 21-yard field goal by McKenzie Homebreaker. 6 plays, 31 yards, but the Slash have yet to find the end zone. As this kick will be a straight one, as that will go off the net there. And ooh, big hit. Bergeron takes a hit there, and ooh, Dave Barnes goes down. He's the backup tight end. Hopefully he'll be okay. It looked like he jammed his arm or something. 3:20 to go in the half. So Force going to see if they can add on to their lead right now. They're up by a single possession. As that is going to be a good throw to the right, and then that's off target. Incomplete. So it looked like he was trying to go to George there. I believe that was who it was going to. As they'll go in motion, everybody to the left there. It's going to be a short throw and then incomplete. That one went through a ton of traffic and then nobody ended up with it. 3rd down now. So here we go. Bergeron, George, Jacobs, all to the right. Back to pass there. He's going to try and go after that one. That's going to be incomplete. Cannot get his target. And now, Force are going to have to try and kick it. This will be a huge, I believe, a 55-yard field goal here. That is going to be up, and that will drift to the left a bit, but it is good. At least the left from my point of view is he hit that one, so that's going to be a good field goal. That'll increase the lead back to 11. Joseph Burns back to return this one. As that'll be a big kick there. That's going to go between the uprights. Touchback. So a couple minutes left in the first half. See what they can do this time to see if Russell can make something happen on this play. As Rutledge has got a bit of an opening and he's got a touchdown as he bangs off the backboards. That's a one-play strike, touchdown, Slash, and that'll narrow the gap a bit. We could try and go for 2 here. We'll still be down by 5 if we don't make it. But if we go for 1, it'll still be 4, so we'll still have to score a touchdown to open this up. All right, here we go. Back to pass on this one. We'll throw that one, and Russell throws it off the back foot, so that's never a good idea. So 45-yard pass from Russell to Rutledge, and they do get points, but still down by a score. As Homebreaker will kick that one. That one should go between the sticks. It will, and that'll be a touchback. So last minute and a half there in the first half. Slash have been struggling offensively. They have not been able to do too much on defense, even though they did stop them last time. As that is going to be back to pass there. It's going to be a big throw, and Georgia's got it. He is going to be gone. So Georgia going to try and increase that lead. They've got it back to 11. Bonner taking offense to that one. Oh my goodness. So now a 12-point deficit that the Slash have got to overcome. The 1 minute warning ticking down here. And that will be up in and good. So that is the 1 minute warning. 1 minute to go in this half of football. Slash down by a couple score. 45-yard pass for Greason to George on bad defensive coverage. And they get a one shot, as that'll be off the net. And Velcro will get out to the 10. That's about it there. So here we go. 50 seconds left. 3 timeouts for the Slash. Got to try and see if they can get something going here. All right, back to pass there. Gonna bomb that one toward Rutledge. He will get it, but he can't get his feet down. Incomplete. So Rutledge just couldn't hang on to that one. And back to pass here. Gonna bomb that to Rutledge. He's got a step, and that's a touchdown. That's the second time he's got that big bomb as he banked off the backboard again. Let's see. They're down by 6 right now. So going for the extra point will just be the best thing here. Probably just let the clock run down as much as possible, so that way we can walk into the locker room and try and get a score that might actually happen there. Take it down to the last couple seconds. And that is going to be up, in, and good. So the Georgia Force standing strong at home. They lead at 24-19 over the Cincinnati Slash. So we'll take a look at some of the stats here and see how these guys are doing so far. 24-19 is the score at the moment, as the Slash have 142 passing yards. The Force only have 83, but 11 rushing yards for the Force, 3 for the Slash. So the Slash have got the yards. They just don't have, the points needed. Force have got the one takeaway with the interception. Both teams 0 for 2 on third down, while the Slash are 0 for 1 on the 2-point conversion, so that's why the lead is what it is at the moment. A couple penalties for the Slash as well as not helping out, while Chris Greason, a 119.6 rating, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is 5 for 10 on the day for 50% completion, but he does have a sack against him. Russell, 101.3 rating, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 5 for 11 for 45% completion. No sacks, but he did get intercepted, so that's definitely a problem there. And second half of football coming up now. We'll just go ahead and get into things. So Georgia has to give the ball back to the Slash. So Slash will have an opportunity to try and take the lead here if they get the drive to work, as that will be a good kick. And Slash will have a good return here. Get it out past the 12. And that will be the 13-yard line is where they call it. So here we go. Bonner, Rutledge, and Onomatopoeia are the guys out there right now. Back to pass there. Rutledge has got an opening. He's going to get the ball and move upfield. He'll get past midfield there and get the first down easily. as Russell found him wide open. And Russell gonna have to watch his receiver get up slowly as he banged off the wall pretty hard, but he looks like he's okay. So here we go. Russell got to see if he can hit his targets here. Back to pass on that one. Gonna throw that to Rutledge again in the corner, but that is going to be off of everything, and it'll hit the grass, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. As this one will be a toss to Moss, and he'll get maybe a couple there. And there's going to be a clipping penalty, so Bonner caught clipping on that one. So that'll back him up. So here we go. We'll have to back up to the Slash 19. We'll have to try this one more time, and it's back to pass here on this one. Rutledge has got an opening, and he can't quite reel it in. He had a big step on his guy, he just couldn't get the reception. We've had some trouble connecting today. Back to pass here on that one. Throw that to Rutledge. Can he get it that time? No! He's defended. And that is going to be incomplete. We'll have to try and see if we can kick a field goal here. We've got to stop the force, though. They have got a lot going for them offensively. This will be about a 45-yard field goal, I believe. As that should be a straight enough kick. That will be up, over, and good. Mackenzie Homebreaker will put us within 2. As Homebreaker kicked that about as straight a football as you can kick. So now Slash only down by a couple points here. 3:22 in the third. Plenty of time left in the game. 46-yard field goal by Homebreaker. 6 plays, only 5 yards on the drive. The Slash have found a little bit of difficulty in this game to try and get some points, especially touchdowns, as this is going to be a yuck kick. That was definitely not what we needed. That ball will be at the 20. So here we go. Defensively getting ready for this one. George Bergeron Jacobs all to the left. Greason back to pass. He'll throw that one quickly. George has got it, and he's going to get nailed. Joseph Burns hits him at the first down marker, so 2nd and inches. So 103 yards now in the air for the force. Bergeron off the line. He will take off. As that is going to be a good throw there over the middle. George has got it. Touchdown. This is going to be a huge score there for them. As George is going to take a 8-point lead now. This will make it 9. That is going to be up in and good. Lewis is not going to miss that one. Easy shot for him. So the Slash have had trouble defensively trying to guard against the pass. One of their better strats. 21-yard pass from Greason to George. 2 plays at 30 yards, and they get it. And that is going to be between the uprights. Touchback. On them up here, Rutledge and Bonner are the receivers here. Rutledge will take off. He's going to get a deep shot here, and he's got it easily. He's ahead of his guy. Touchdown, Damian Rutledge. As they're now down by 3. So Rutledge has been the consistency today, as Homebreaker has also done his best to put things between the uprights. Now the Slash have got to get Oh, that's off the pole. Good grief. About the time I say the dumb thing, my stick skills show up, and I hook the dumb thing. So 3-point deficit now for the Slash. 41-yard pass from Russell Rutledge to get 6. For whatever reason, my accuracy has been a liability this season. As that'll be a good kick by Homewrecker. That will go between the sticks. And that is a touchback. Now if the Slash can get the football back, it should be okay. But they trail by 3, 31-28. Slash have got to play some defense here. Jacobs to the right, George to the left, Bergeron off the line. And there he goes. That'll be thrown short. Onomatopoeia in front of it. He needed to snag it. Here we go. 2nd down. Same setup. Bergeron off the line. As that is going to be back to pass. He'll throw that one right. Bergeron's got it and he breaks a tackle. Touchdown Force. As every time the Slash score, the Force score right back. This is getting to be a bit of a shootout now in the second half. As that'll be up in and good there. Lewis does not miss today. So now the Slash have got to take over. 45-yard pass from Grecian to Bergeron. 2 plays, 45 yards. And the Slash may have to try and figure out what to do offensively and defensively, as this has been a bit of a rough one for him. Burns will get past the 10, as that'll bring it out to the 11, 1st down. The Slash with 202 yards, but the problem is their score is not reflecting everything they're doing today, as that is going to be back to pass. Rutledge is going to get a target here, but Russell got nailed as he threw that one. Going to go back to pass here. Russell going to look for Rutledge again. He's got him. And he drops it. So it is just going downhill right now for the Slash. Back to pass on this one. Going to launch that one to the left. And Rutledge will get that one. Touchdown. As one of the defenders went flying over the backboard, so that is going to be a good one. 38-34 now the score, as the Slash able to get one, but now they got to play defense. So that is going to be up in and good, thankfully. So 38-35 the score. Force are still in command at the moment. 39-yard pass from Russell Rutledge. It took up 3 tries. The 3rd time was a charm. Sadly, we have not actually had a run game do anything at the moment, as that kick will be drifting to the right, and that will be a big one. And Bergeron taken down at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 5. That'll be where they started. At the end of 3, Slash barely behind. Georgia Force lead it over the Cincinnati Slash 38-35. So we got to figure out what we're going to do here on this one. Here we go. Jacobs, Bergeron, George out there as they're going to hand that one off. And that's going to be a huge hit. Onomatopoeia lays his man out, as Jacobs just got nailed. Nothing doing on that run. See what Greason can do on this one. Second down. There's going to be a big penetration there. Golston gets through, and Greason goes down as he was able to get that out of his hands. Incomplete. So 3rd and 10 now. Bergeron, George to the right, Jacobs to the left. Jacobs will go in motion. And they're going to throw that one short. It's picked off. That's exactly what the Slash needed, is Joseph Burns, the leading league interception artist, has got another one. There should be 7 on the year for him as Joseph Burns snags that one out of the air. So 1st and 10 on the 11, so they can technically get the ball close without getting a touchdown. 8 for 6 on the day for Greason. Or excuse me, 8 for 16, as he's got a touchdown and now an interception, and Moss goes nowhere on that one. So here we go, rushing today. We've averaged 18 yards rushing, only got 3 though on the day, so it's not been the best rushing. Gonna throw that one toward the left, but that's way out of reach of everybody, as that is going to be incomplete. A lot of penetration there from the D-line, as they were ready to take somebody's head off there. This might be a good opportunity to try and get Burns in here, but you're going to just have to see how things are going to go. That one's launched towards Rutledge, but Russell was under pressure and he couldn't get that one out in time, and now he's down hurt, holding his head, so hopefully he's okay, but good grief. As this is going to be the field goal that tries to tie this football game. Kinsey Homebreaker lining up for this one, and this will be up, over, and good, so this ball game is going to be tied now. 38-38. 3:38 to go on the game clock. 28-yard field goal by Homebreaker. The drive is a turnover, but it was stalled from the start. As Homebreaker will kick this one, that'll be a straight one. And that'll be between the uprights, but it'll be caught. Bergeron will take it down at the 6. As that's going to be first, let's call it the 5. 1st and 10 from the 5. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Dan Russell, thankfully, a pinched nerve, so he'll be back. Probably a nerve in his neck there. So let's see what Greasy could do on 1st down here of this drive after the interception, as he's going to be in trouble. The ball's on the ground, and Golston will pick it up in the end zone. Touchdown Slash. Oh, man. Just when the defense didn't look like they were doing anything all day, they come up with an interception in the last drive, and in this drive, a turnover for a scoop and score. So that touchdown will give the Slash the lead. The first time they've had the lead ever since early in the game. 44-38 now the score. Now if we can just kick the extra point decently, we'll be okay. As that is going to be up, in, and good. Mackenzie Homebreaker puts that one straight down the pike. Slash now with a 1-score lead, 45-38. As that was a 1-yard fumble return by Golston, as he gets that one. So a strip sack, and that definitely helped out. As that will be a big kick by Homebreaker, as he's going to put that one between the uprights, and they will actually get a return out of this. Bergeron will get down about the 12 as Velcro goes down with the injury. Hopefully he's okay. Looked like his elbow there was hurting him. So 3 minutes left in this game. Now, if the Slash can continue to play some strong defense, they can win this one. But the Force are not going to go away quietly. Back to pass there as Greason's going to launch that one. And he's got an opening. That'll be down inside the 5. First and goal, Georgia. As whoever was covering him did not do a good enough job, they lost him. Ball is at the 3-yard line, first and goal. Greason, 9 for 17 on the day, 203 yards, 4 touchdowns, but the 1 interception. Just like Russell, as Gary's off the line, as he's coming in. And that's going to be a huge, huge run by Carpenter as he gets very close to a score. First and goal, or second and goal on the 1. Bruce Ryan George to the left, Jacobs to the right. And they will hand off. That's going to be Carpenter able to get away from Bonner. That's the score. Now they're down by 1. Extra point pending. Oh boy, what a game. There's games like this that'll give you a heart attack. As Lewis will line up. He's been perfect all day today. And he will remain so. Tie ball game. 2:07 left in the game. As this is going to be a 43-yard drive, 3 plays. Capped off with a 1-yard run by Carpenter, who's able to score. As this one will go between the uprights. That's a touchback. So now 2 minutes to go and ticking. Let's see if we can launch another one here to Rutledge. Back to pass there. Gonna launch that one toward Rutledge. He's got an opening. Touchdown, and oh no, that is going back. DeJuan Moss caught holding on that one, so they'll back that one up and try it again. Ugh. Definitely not what I was wanting to see out of that one. Back to pass here. Going to throw that one to Rutledge again. He's down the middle, and he can't hang on. So we're going to do something here. Since Rutledge is seemingly getting a tad tired here, we're going to go to the depth chart. We're going to actually sub him out. We'll put, we'll put Bailey in there, and then put Burns as our offensive specialist. And we'll try and kick this. We'll try and throw this one deep to Burns. So second down. And Burns out there. Burns has got a step. He's going to catch that one, and he's gone. Touchdown, Slash. Bring in the fresh player and watch him score. So we will go back, and I actually switched my guys back out now. But oh my goodness, that was definitely what we needed. As Rutledge just had to do what he had to do there. Had to sit him down to make a big play on that one. As the Force now going to be down by a score. It's 51-45. That's going to drift a bit, but thankfully straight in there. We're making a small adjustment so that if that happens again, we're not going to mess it up. 7-point lead by the Slash, 52-45. 1 minute, 14 seconds left. 48-yard pass from Russell to Burns. 3 plays, 45 yards, and they get the score. As Homebreaker lines up here for the kick. That's going to be a good one there as Homebreaker will kick it. It'll be off the net there, and there's going to be a return. Burns can't make the tackle, but that is going to be Joseph Burns getting hurt there. That's the last thing we need. Looks like he hurt his foot there. We need him in coverage big time. So 1 minute left in the game. Georgia Force down by 1 score. Ball's at the 7. Thankfully, only a foot contusion. He will be back soon, but at the moment, we're playing handicapped a bit, as our best defender is out of the game at the moment. That's going to be a short pass, and Cornelius Bonner intercepts that one. He's able to get inside to the 1. All right, forgive me here. So apparently I missed some more recording like I did last time. So tail end of the game here as the Force are down. DeJuan Moss able to get the rushing score that we had. So that's his first of the day, but thankfully, oh my goodness, thankfully things are going all right now. Can't believe my recording messed up again on the second week in a row, but that's okay. We'll figure this out as Georgia will get the short dump off, take it down to 20, and Georgia will call their last timeout. As that is pretty much going to do it for this game. 16 seconds left. I don't think they've got enough in the tank to be able to make something happen. Down by 14, 59-45. As that is going to be a short drop. Georgia will get nailed. Bonner with a big hit. As Onomatopoeia hit him low and Bonner hit him high. 3rd and 4, 10 seconds. And that is going to be the last play as Bonner is going to get in front of another one. And Bonner is gone. So that is going to be a pick 6 to end the football game. So Bonner walks into this football game and decides late he wants to get a couple of interceptions just to cap things off. So Cornelius Bonner with the pick 6, and that'll be in the football game. So that is I believe this is not the second week in a row, but out of 3 weeks we've had 2 pick 6s, one by Burns and one by Bonner now as Georgia Force fall to the Cincinnati Slash 66-45 the final score. As the Slash win it by 21, but the score was definitely not the tell of the game for certain. As we will get to the stats and everything like that. Just a big loss for this Force team as they have dropped now to 1-7. Slash will improve to, I believe, 5-1 now. As we'll look over the stats. As final stats, 66-45, definitely not indicative of what the game was at the most. Slash end up with 4 takeaways, 3 of those in the last half, as it was 2 for 6 on 3rd down. Force could not get anything happening on 3rd down at all, while Slash, 5 penalties on the day. That definitely hurt them for certain. While Greason will end the day, 86.9 rating, 228 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he got his rating tainted with those 2 interceptions late. 12 for 23, 52% completion. Those 3 interceptions hurt him. He did get sacked once. While Russell able to climb up to a 111.9 rating, 289 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, only 9 for 23 on the day, so sub 40. So definitely was not the best day for him there. As we look, Carpenter with a good 3 attempts, 12 yards and a touchdown, while Greason counted for a loss. Jacobs with no gain on his. Moss able to get 7 attempts, 6 yards, and he's able to get that touchdown. I do apologize that I did not get that footage. I thought I had it, but apparently it messed up on me. Johnny George, 8 receptions, 116 yards. He was the main target with 3 touchdowns, while Marcus Jacobs, 3 for 67 yards, and Bergeron, the one big catch he had for 45 yards and a touchdown, while the Slashes, Damian Rutledge was their target, 7 for 239 yards, 4 touchdowns. Joseph Burns, 1 for 48 and a touchdown, and Onomatopoeia, 1 for a couple of yards as well. Blocking on the day, all Force. 4 pancakes for Carpenter, while George, Setzer, Allen, Bergeron, Smith, all with 1. Setzer was the only one that allowed the sack, while We look at the Force defense. 6 tackles for Ward, 4 for Jacobs, Setzer, and Milligan and Gary each with a couple, while Greason and George get a tackle each, and then Carpenter able to get an interception in this one, while the Slash, Pearson, and Onomatopoeia with 3 tackles. Velcro, Van Diver with a couple of tackles, while Van Diver had a sack. Tony Sharper, Kevin Snow, Jason Johnson, DeJuan Moss, Cornelius Bonner, Bernard Bealey, Joseph Burns, each with a tackle, while Golston had, he had the fumble recovery for the touchdown. I forgot he had that. As for the interceptions, Bonner with a couple, Burns with one, and Bonner with that pick 6 there at the end of the game. That pretty much cemented over the nailed coffin already. So big day for him. Mackenzie Homebreaker, field goal wise, perfect, 4 for 4, as he hit a 47-yarder the longest, but missed on one of the extra points, while Lewis was perfect on the day extra point wise, but he missed a field goal hitting the 56-yarder, but missing one that was under 50. So definitely was a good day all around for everybody. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we'll be able to rebound and have some better offense in the next game, but our defense is there to save us, it seems like. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, and then leave a comment if you want to. Hope you have a great rest of your day. May God bless you.